I'm Wayne Purser with Spotlight in Edmonds Real Estate. Coming up is this month's special guest. Right now, I'd like to introduce my guest, Geoff Spry with Hawk's Eye Home Inspection. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Great. Buyers and sellers want to know, or basically buyers do have inspections, but nowadays with all the multiple offers, things are going on. Real estate professionals are advising sellers to also get a home inspection. But right now, I'd like to focus on why is it important for a buyer to have a home inspection?
Well, in my opinion, the most important reason is going to be peace of mind. You really want to know what you're purchasing. When a home inspector comes over, he's going to be looking at structural issues and safety issues, and those are the main concerns. We're going to be everywhere in the house, from the roof to the crawl space, looking at the plumbing, the electrical, the furnace, all of the major items in the home. While we're up in the attic, we're going to be looking at the trusses or rafter system. We're going to be, down in the crawl space, looking at the joists, looking to check for insulation, looking for items like mold, any kind of rodent invasion. We're basically going to be everywhere in the home that nobody really wants to go.
Right, and with that, if you do find some defects, are there certain other vendors or other contractors that you would have to help the home buyer?
Oh, definitely. Any home inspector is going to hopefully have a wide variety of and network of anybody, any sort of tradespeople that the buyer is going to require the needs for.
Right, and for buyers, for me, they come up with their concern about safety and health issues. How do you address those that are currently in a house that is 40 years old but not built to today's standards?
Right, and this is a really popular topic. Homes built back in the day just aren't up to snuff as far as today's standards go. So the average 40s home is not going to have GFCI outlets. It may have some knob and tube wiring. It may not have, a correct fire delay wall compared to today's build standards.
Correct.
So then you're talking about, well, should we have this, evaluated further by a professional in this trade, just to make sure that it's safe. That's, in my opinion, the biggest reason for a home inspection and to really evaluate the home is for safety issues.
Right.
So.
And with sellers, now a little bit of sellers that are being proactive of getting their house listed. So is the process similar or a little bit different?
It is similar. Sometimes it can go a little bit quicker if the seller's there, and we can bounce things off of the seller to find out exactly, So there's a little bit of an advantage to a seller's inspection in that regard from a home inspector's point of view. The advantage is actually huge when it comes to getting a seller's inspection. For the amount of money spent and the information gained, you're able to fix everything that is going to come up on the buyer's inspection. So you can get it taken care of, in plenty of time so that you're not on a last-minute rush.
Right. I know that in the past, for me with sellers doing a pre-inspection, actually having the inspection report on the kitchen table when buyers and the buyer's agents come so they can see that they've been proactive.
Yep.
And so helpful from an inspector. So at the end, I know that I asked buyers to ask you a question,
right,
and you've been able to answer it pretty well. And I asked them to ask you, would you let your mom live here?
Yep, you're real good at that one, and it's pretty funny because a lot of times the buyers will be thinking that they're being sneaky, and they'll say, "Hey, Wayne told me to ask you this."
Yeah, and
it was a good question though.
Yeah, what it's able to do is that you're able then to educate them on what the repairs would cost,
right,
and how many man days or contractor days, and so they're really not leaving afraid that the house is going to fall down, but it's a good house.
Right, and that's where I really enjoy working with you, because as far as real estate agents go, you're really big on educating the buyer, and that's basically what my complete job is educating the buyer on the home that they're purchasing. They want to be familiar with every single system, what's going to work, and I'm always able to tell them, hey, look, Wayne's somebody that is going to push for your education, whether you want to know it or not.
Right.
So, and it is very important. You want to know what you're purchasing.
Okay, and how would we be able to reach you?
Well, by cell is probably the easiest. I book inspections all day long at 206-234-7779. I also have a website, hawkseye.org, and then an email address. So
super. Well, thank you very much, Geoff. Again, Geoff Spry with Hawk's Eye Home Inspection.